Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't hear any sounds. Thank you.
To join in. Okay. So minutes on and third one. Waiting 9 plus, yeah, I think yeah, good. Good. Okay. You need to step in the camera to the camera. Yeah, please. Well, good morning, everyone. I just wanted to take the opportunity to welcome everyone here and, congratulations on, joining us as an AI Campus Champion. We're really hoping to have a lot of engagement with you over this next year. If you haven't met me before, I'm David Ebert, and I joined here a year ago as the Chief Data Science Officer. And the whole goal of this program is to make sure we have better connections to units across campus and help as we're trying to really make sure that what we're doing is aligned with the needs of the campus. We're getting input from the campus, and the things that we are doing are making it out to campus, right? Our team has done a lot of things, marketing and getting the word out their communication hasn't been as good as it should be. We'll be expanding that, but we really think you have an opportunity to help the units that you're part of grow and get their voices heard, as well as help them take advantage of these new sets of tools that are out there and widely available, and make sure they're able to take advantage of them as, whether you call it a smart consumer or an intelligent or a skeptical consumer. Either way, I mean, it's always good to really make sure you know what's going on and to ask questions and not trust marketing hype, especially in the age we are in now with the tools that are rolled out in terms of safety and privacy, et cetera. It's sort of the Wild West of tools being deployed, and we'll get beyond that. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, the industry will adopt standards, and things will be much more trustable and reliable, and you'll know what's going on. But we're, your eagerness to willing to participate to help, grow your knowledge of what's going on, your skills and your knowledge in the AI tools that are out there, and help be our conduit is really the goal of this. And Carlos, will be your primary point of contact. Feel free to send me email at any time. It'll probably take a day or so, unless if I happen to see it come in for me to respond, because my calendar hasn't slowed down yet for the summer. But I'm happy to answer any questions and take your ideas and feedback on what we're doing. And we really want you to be actively engaged. And does anyone have any questions before Carlos starts off? Okay. Well, I'm going to go back because I have to run to a meeting right after this and jump online. But thank you all for coming. It's great to see the enthusiasm. And just so you know, across our 3 programs with Call for Champions, Call for AI Fellows, and Call for Associate Directors, we got 248 submissions. And that's why the review took so long. We're sorry that it took a while to get it out there. I was expecting 20 to 30 maybe in each thing, and not the huge volume, but that just shows how important this is to people and how much they want to be engaged. So congratulations on being accepted, and we're all here to support what you're doing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll turn it over to Carlos.
Thank you.
So this is the site where you can see all the notes and guides for this work program. And please let me know if there's any to clarify something. Okay. 200, but yeah. Okay. So let's start. This is the site where we're going to be having all the notes, so people can follow the instructions and also see what is that you need to do every week. Everything is scheduled. So, and we're going to have 6 modules, 1 module per week. Do you hear me well, okay, or do I need to put an additional microphone?
No, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So we need to do some initial setup. And for this course or program, we're going to be using a GitHub account. Does everyone have a GitHub account? If not, then I will ask you to open an account in github.com. And then once you open the account, then you will be creating a repository where you're going to be uploading your digital products. Please provide the link. Okay. Yes. In the chat. Okay. Okay. These are the first things that we need to do. So everyone should open a GitHub account. And then we will be using creating repositories to upload our product. And also, you're going to be asked to write a journal, a weekly journal on your reflections about the material. So, and these journals, you can use a GitHub wiki. I will explain later what are the GitHub wikis and how can you use them. And so you can mimic the same way that we are distributing our learning materials in a GitHub wiki. And then this image shows you the main parts of the GitHub repository. The code is going to be the main repository and the main directory. And then there will be 2 tabs that we'll be using. The wiki, which have all the notes, and also discussions, which is the forum for everyone to use, but you have to be logged in using your GitHub accounts. And then we're just going to use the basic mode of GitHub. It has more potential, but just the basic, and we can add files using this tab. So we can upload any type of documents, can be text, can be PDF, can be images. If it's a Word document, then it will not display it. A PDF can be displayed visually, also text files, but a document which is a binary file, it won't be displayed. Okay. So how many people do not have a GitHub account yet? Please let me know. Put it in the chat. What was the question?
No question. I was just letting you know.
He will send you a code with to your email.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can wait until people open their accounts, and then I will show you live. So let me open another tab, and we go to GitHub. I'm already logged in, so I want to do that. Then do it differently. So you select the sign up tab to open a new account in github.com. Let me and try to use, for example, your Arizona EDU account, which is a Google account. And then besides the email, you can use have a username also. Okay. You already have a GitHub account? Yes? Yeah. Okay. All right. Our use of GitHub will be very basic, so you don't have to worry if you have never used GitHub. But GitHub is a platform for sharing files. Think of Facebook, but for sharing software instead of pictures of your cat or something. Okay. So if you have your personal GitHub account, yeah, use your Gmail from Arizona EDU. Okay. And while we wait, then we just sign in again. And then I have to wait.
Are we joining GitHub education?
No, just the standard GitHub.
Okay.
Let me get here.
If you already have a GitHub account, how do we link it back to you? Like, I didn't get the link because you posted it on screen. Can someone email me the other link that was shared?
The link with the notes or the link for the GitHub site? Which of the two?
Oh, okay. I thought there was another one. Okay.
No,
So if you're
the notes will be hosted on a GitHub wiki, but
okay,
everyone will be uploading their products into their own repository. So to open a repository, you have to have a GitHub account. Once you have your GitHub account, then you will create a new repository for this program where you are going to be uploading your product and also writing your reflections.
okay, great.
Everything good? Okay. Thanks, Jeff. So more or less how many people already have their own GitHub account, or who is still behind? Okay. So we'll create. We'll go to step. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be creating a new repository specifically for this. You can have thousands of repositories as long as you can keep track of them. But for this purpose, we're going to create a new repository. So somewhere you will find a green button, and you can select new, and then you can give any name with no spaces. Let's say we want to name it as AI Campus Champions. Okay. Oops, let me spell it. Champions. And it will tell you if it's available. And then you can give any description like repository for digital products or artifacts. Okay. Okay. And then we want to create a public repository so it's visible for anyone on the internet. We won't need any template. I can add a README file. And also, basically, this will be text, and we will use the license Creative Commons. Okay? You can make it restricted, or you can, if it's like software, you can decide like if it's a MIT license or GNU General Public License or BSD, or there are many options. In this case, we're just going to select Creative Commons. And so this. And it's almost ready to be created. Products for summer 2026. Okay. Whoa. Is everyone up to this point? And then just create it. And once you create it, it will be ready and empty to be designed. Okay. And okay. This is different than the one for the course because I don't have any discussions, but there is a wiki here. And this is the main directory code. So you're seeing that I have a license declaration, and also I have a README file, and the README file is basically what is displaying here. And GitHub works with markup language. Markup language is just like a combination of text and some special commands. So I can edit it just by pressing the pencil here, and it will open an editor, very basic. And you can see, for example, it says AI Campus Champions. I can edit this. Oh, okay. And I needed some space. And then Markdown, you can see there is a, let me show you. You will find a Markdown tutorial in, well, that's the wrong one, sorry. You can find a Markdown tutorial in the programs development page. And here, we're going to be using the Wiki tab, and it's using the Markdown. So I can do open a new tab. And this is the Markdown. You can see like a hashtag. One hashtag is just a large title. 2 hashtags means a smaller title. 3 hashtags, a smaller one. And then, for example, if you are going to be writing bold, you have to enclose the word between double asterisks on the left and on the right, or you can use underscores. If you want to write italics, you can do an underscore and underscore before and after the word, or just use a single asterisk. You can do strike through, and you can have a combination of bold and italic, etc. To quotes, you just put an indentation symbol, that's the quote. And so it's very simple to use. I want you just to focus on writing instead of all the commands. If you have any questions, I can try to answer, but basic is just typing things. So typing things using Markdown is going to be very simple. So I can say this is an example of a text, right? And I can do another section, for example, section 1, whatever. And then I can do, for example, a list, items. Etc. Well, and then once I finish, I can do a break line, just 3 things. And then once I want to save, I just type, I press the commit changes. Commit changes, I'm changing this file, and now I'm sure that I want to save the changes, so I commit. And it will come back with some message, and it will try to guess what did you do, and then you say commit changes, and the file now is going to be updated. So you can see now it has a section, it has a list of items. So that's basic Markdown. So I just want you to focus on writing. And then if you just want to be writing text, you can forget about formatting the text. Okay. All right, so that's the code. That's the main directory. And then I want to create two folders, one for images and one for documents. In order to create directories directly on GitHub, I need to go and here, there's a plus sign here. There's a plus sign here. And then I want to create a new file. So I press the plus sign on the tab here, and I'm going to create, or I can upload. I can upload any files, but before uploading, since my repository is just completely new, I need to give some structure beforehand. So I'm going to create some directories, and the trick is the following. So I can drag, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean this. Go back. Go back. I want to create a new file. And so I'm creating a new file. It's expecting some name. So most files in GitHub are called README. It's just a guide. But if I already have a README, but I want to create a directory for the images. So I'm going to say image / automatically I have created a folder called images with a README file in it. So this file will contain images. And why we want to do this? Because when we are writing, maybe I want to insert some image and I want to have the image uploaded into the internet, and then I can do a referral to this image and insert it into a document. Okay, I'll show you a couple of examples. So I'm done. So I'm just going to commit changes. Okay, commit changes. And it will try to guess what I did. So commit changes. So now if I go to the main directory, I see now that I have a folder called images. I have the previous README, and inside images, I have another README, which is just explaining that what's the purpose of this directory, just for containing images. So I go back to the main directory, and then I do the same, but for documents. So I'll create a new file, but now for documents. So I create another README. MD stands for Markdown. So, and since I want a directory, I'm going to create a directory called docs // So now I'm creating another directory, docs, for storing documents. Can be PDFs, text, Markdown, whatever, Word documents. Okay. And then I'm ready to commit. Let me get this out. So I do a commit changes. And now I have two folders. If I go to the main site repository, I have now two folders, docs and images. Every folder has a README file, which was the trick to create folders. And now I can start uploading things. Let's say, oh, I need a PDF. Let's say I want to upload a PDF, so I will store it for an image. Let's say image. And then I can add a file, upload file, and then I need to find some image. Okay, I need an image. Yeah. Okay, say this is an image. Okay, I need to. Oh, I'll just choose. You can drag it, but just for me, it's more. I'm going to upload that image, JPEG image, and then PNG image, and then once I have uploaded, then I just say commit changes, and this file will be uploaded to my images folder, right? So inside there now I have a PNG, and then GitHub has the ability to display images. In this case, if I click on the image, I have this image, right? And then this image has a URL. So I can copy the URL of the image and then use it. So I go to Campus Champions and I can edit this. And then I can use, well, I can use, sorry for the abuse, but I'm going to use HTML image stores and then paste the URL, and that's it. so I can understand also HTML. And now I have a document with an image included. Okay. So you can always see the example. How was this done? I'm using that, or you can use the Markdown format of edit. You can use the Markdown. Which is exclamation point, and then parentheses, like that. And then you can preview your changes inside the editor before saving it. So I should have two images. One, I use HTML to insert the image, and the other one I use Markdown. And then I just go and everything is okay. Now I can just go and commit changes to save. Yeah. And it will try to guess what I did. So I commit changes, and now I have a modified file. Okay. Okay, so that's the basic. We will be using this over and over again, so don't worry if you still are trying to understand what we are doing. Okay, so let's go back to the notes, which are this. No, not this one. Sorry, too many tabs. Okay, so you already have a GitHub account. You have created a new repository. We will use the wiki. So let me go back to the new repository. And you can see here that there's a wiki tab here on the top. So I'm going to select wiki. So now it's the new wiki. We need first page. So we will follow the instructions, create a first page. And the new page will be called home automatically, and it will have some initial text. So this, the new home page. Okay, and then let me get out. Then I can go down and say, then I can go down and save the page. You can add comments here, but I'm just going to save it. So now I have a wiki startup. This is my new wiki, right? And I can start creating new pages, and it will start appearing on the right-hand side. There's like a directory. The same way you can see that this is the wiki we are using for this program. So let me go home. Let me go home. Okay. I'm gonna get kicked off. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is a wiki example, and you can see this is my main page, and over here on the right I have the directory of more new pages or more pages. So I have a page for module 1, page for module 2, etc. And I have page for the participants and one for the program development. Okay, and if you can see, it's just Markdown underneath, and it has images inserted and has like a line bar, has a section, subsection, has emojis. So I can see here, I have emojis. So I have these emojis here, and you will find an emojis directory for all the different images you can insert. Okay, so let's continue on. So I'm going to be careful, save page. Okay. Okay, next step, what we need to do. Okay. What is okay. Okay, the next thing I want you to show you is there's going to be a participant page on the menu. And the participant page is where you're going to be annotating your progress. And there's going to be a table there with your names. So what you will need to do is edit this page. Since my GitHub is public, everyone can edit. So try not to collide too much. And then you will, in this column, you will add your address for your GitHub repo for this summer program. And then as we advance, like I finished module number 1, so I'm just gonna put a check mark. I'm working on module 2. I haven't done module 3, etc. And then my capstone project, since this program requires at the end to create a capstone project with some product that is related or relevant to your department, college, office, where you're going to be applying some AI to these products. Okay, so this is where you're going to be annotating and updating continuously this. Yes? You cannot see the edit? Okay. No edit. No. Wait. Okay, am I lying? Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay, let me find out. Maybe I should not. Okay. Okay, let me. I thought it was going to work. Sorry. I will fix that. Okay, it's gonna be there. I need to fix this in order to you to change or edit. Okay. Yes, I need to. Yes, I need to add you to this. Okay. Okay, I will work on this. Sorry. So this is where you're going to be annotating your advances. Once I include you in the team for this repo, and that's it. Okay. Now, any questions to that point? Is everyone following it?
How do we get access to your repository, like to what you have here?
To edit or to just view?
Well, to view, I think.
Okay. Okay. I'll put it in the chat again. Okay. just posted it right now in the chat. This is where all the notes are sitting. And so the first page is just a general description of the program. What is the purpose and context of this program? And so you were selected from a group of many applications. And the idea is that you are already have adopted AI, but now we need to coordinate activities in order to try to progress the AI fluency across the university in all the different colleges, departments, offices. And the workshop or program is designed using 6 modules. The first one is going to be focused on the foundations. So we need to, everyone have the same vocabulary and also know what is the meaning of the different terms used in AI. And then the next module, the following week, will be on generative AI. And so what are the capabilities, limitations, and how to prompt. And then how to use AI for productivity. So we're going to be creating workflows. And then we need to start thinking about the products coming out of any AI model, which will have probably bias, fairness, and also some epistemic limits. We need to talk also about AI governance, like policies, how to use it responsibly. And then we're going to be, across these 6 weeks, we'll start defining what type of capstone project you would like to develop. And also by the end of the program, which will be July 28th, yes, the Tuesday, everyone will be presenting the capstone and their capstone projects. And the capstone projects will be included in the participants page over here. There's going to be a URL for everyone capstone project, okay? All right, so let me go back home. All right. Also, there's going to be a discussion group. So there's a tab here for discussions over here. And this discussion is just forums. So I will open a, this is the general announcement from this program. And then I open a forum for you to introduce yourself. Who are you? Why are you here? Or what are your, what would you like to get out of this program? And then I will create today a forum for every module. Okay, so if you have any questions about module 1, we will open a discussion inside each of the specific forums in order to have everything located. And also, if you have any questions, post it there. And if anyone wants to answer, please do. And I will also be reviewing and also trying to answer. So we're going to be a community of practice for AI at the U of A. And it's now we have the responsibility, if you accept it, or even if you're not, to try to help the AI fluency program across the U of A. So that's why you have been selected for the first cohort. And also, Dr. Ebert didn't mention, but after this workshop, we will continue interacting as a group. And also, there's going to be several opportunities for you to participate in order to give talks or present a project or try to participate in all the different AI fluency programs at the U of A, like AI info sessions or the AI Insight. And also, we're going to be repeating this workshop. So at some point, so everyone is welcome to participate. So that's our hope. Okay. Questions so far?
I just have one question. Are you going to send out a link in email to your specific GitHub repo?
Yes.
Okay.
I can. Yes. No problem.
Okay. And then are we going to be added to a team, or are we just going to be using your public repo?
I need to figure out how to. I have to have like a page where everyone can write. So maybe there are several ways of doing this. One way
Yeah,
of doing this is, in this case, creating an organization.
Yeah.
And then I need to invite everyone, and then once they accepted the invitation, then they can write into the specific file.
Cool.
So I need to do some configuration.
And then I just have one last question. For the work that we will be doing, and if we are going to be using AI to help with projects, are we going to be given access to AI models that we can use, say, in Visual Studio Code or Claude Code, or are we responsible for that?
Yeah, we're going to. Well, everyone has access to the generative AI Arizona EDU platform.
Right. But that's not accessible.
Yes, it is. Should be.
No. But it's not accessible for blind and low vision people. There's actually a project. Okay.
Yeah,
So I didn't know. Are we expected to use our own AI tools then for, I mean, personally purchase like Claude or
well, if you
Google
have
Gemini or whatever. Like what is the recommendation there?
Well, if you have access to other models, you're welcome to use it, but we will provide the minimum. The minimum will be using the GenAI U of A platform. And in special cases like yourself, then we need to talk. Because
someone said that we have Claude already. Can someone, do we have Claude code?
We have in development, there is an API for Claude that will use the models hosted on the Amazon Bedrock Generative AI Arizona EDU. So I will send you the information how you can use an API to connect your Claude.
Okay, perfect.
To these other models. Okay.
Okay, I would love that. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, Jeff. So this is the. I'm going to post. So, going to post. Does everyone put this slide or not? Okay. So this is the generative AI, and then you can log in using your NetID. Okay, try again. I know it's too much information, the first session, so we will smooth the transition from 0 to 1. So this is the generative AI platform that was soft launched this semester, and we have all these different models from Anthropic. We have the small one, Haiku, and then Sonnet, which is the medium model, and Opus, which is a more in-depth research. From Google, we have Gemma. From OpenAI, we have GPT-OSS, 120 billion parameters. And then from Meta, we have Llama 4. And from Amazon, we have Nova Pro. So we have different models to use for basic generative AI tasks. But remember, AI is more than just generative AI. There's also deep learning and all the transformers and neural networks. And so it's a more broad computer vision. So it's more broad, and not everything can be reduced to generative AI. But we will have access to these tools as needed. Everyone has different needs, so we need to know exactly what type of capstone project they're trying to deliver. So we need to agree on what tools are available and what needs to be available in the future, if not. Okay, go back to my notes. Okay, and this is still thinking. Yeah. And okay, so I expect you to be, let's say, once you have your wiki, wait, not this one. Let me go to where was the last one? Here. Okay, this is my fresh wiki, right? And I go to the wiki section, and then I just created the main page, and then I can start creating. I mean, I can put here anything. I just need to edit this and start like putting a landing page, and then you can start here creating new page, for example, for module number 1. Reflections or whatever you're going to be doing. Well, just reflections. And here, you're going to just type what I learned this week, and then you just start typing things, right? Text, 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 and then and do some formatting, whatever, right? And then once you're done, you just save it. And the idea is you write your reflections about your readings, and also try to be answering all the different activities. So we may jump back to module 1, which is going to be for this week. So I go here to module 1, and everything will be, I try to be clear on everything, so the questions will be minimum. So for this week, we're going to download 2 papers, one from Bomasani on the opportunities and risks of foundation models, which is an archive preprint, and also another one, it's a report from Stanford on AI Index. And then we're going to go to the discussions forums that is over here. And also you're going to confirm you can post, basically introducing yourself. And then we will need to have or use a diagramming tool. So you have Excalidraw, Miro, Draw AI, IO, and others. So we're going to be doing maps, so connecting boxes and arrows, etc. And then you're going to prepare a document for your reflection journal. So you can use the GitHub wiki, or you can use Google Docs if it's too distracting for you, the wikis. At the end, you need to produce a PDF to be uploaded to your GitHub repository so everyone can read it, okay? Or you can use HackMD or other. The learning objectives for this week, define AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what are large language models, what is generative AI, in your own words, and you will summarize the historical symbolic AI through the transformer architecture to foundation models. You need to do a lot of this. So these readings have everything. And then you will construct a concept map linking core AI concepts with correctly labeled directional relationships. And also you need to identify at least one plausible AI impact on a specific recurring task in your professional role. What people say is AI is for automating. AI is for automating boring stuff. So if you're doing a repetitive task every day, so we need to find out how can AI help us ease our life. There's a reading guide. The reading guide will have readings, citation, what is the assigned section to read, more or less what amount of time you will spend and why this matters. And then as you read, you are going to be asked to put special attention, like in this case, the author's formal definition of a foundation model, which is found page number 3, and what they say it is and what is not, and also the concept of emergence, capabilities that appear unpredictable at scale and were not explicitly trained. And so those are the things you should be looking at. And also there will be a guided reading questions. So in order to see if you are following up the paper or the article. And then once you have finished the reading, then it will ask you to write definitions in your own words. What is a foundational model? What is fine-tuning? What is in context learning? What is emergence? What is homogenization? That was the first lecture. The second reading is going to be based on the Stanford AI Index. This is the citation, and you need just to read the executive summary, chapter 4 and chapter 6. And these are the questions, what to look for as you read. And then after you finish your reading, guiding reading questions, and then annotate the answers as you go. So you can open like a log in your wiki module 1 reflection, so you can be taking notes over there and summarizing the things you are reading. Yes, Randy. Randy? Okay. All right. So the same way you will ask to write some definitions in your own word. What is a benchmark? What is a frontier model? What is a reasoning benchmark like MMLU or GPQA? What is the AI adoption rate? What is compute scaling? So you have finished the readings, and then there will be a self-paced tasks you need to perform. So task number 1, which is guided reading and active annotation. So the purpose is to build a conceptual substrate for all subsequent modules through annotated reading. Active annotating, stopping to record claims, evidence, and questions produces substantially better retention than passive reading. And this, you open the section, so these are the instructions step by step, and then it will tell you to fill a annotation table. This is just suggested format. You can copy this and probably paste it into a Word document, and then so you are free to do whatever tool you want to use in order to answer everything. There will be some guiding hints, some common misconceptions to avoid, and best practices to take into account. So you will have 4 tasks, and then at the end, you're going to post into the forum, and everyone will be reading what everyone is writing, and so you will have feedback from different peers. Okay, so and there's going to be a rubric at the end in order to assess your activities. Okay, so I'm over time, so we'll be seeing us online using the forum for discussions. And so this is the task for this week. And I hope everyone is clear on that. Okay. Yes, you will use the wiki as a guide, and everything will be written on your own repository as your notes. Any more questions? Sorry for the
Carlos, I do
overtime.
have a quick question. If you transition to an organization, will you want those repos in the our repos in the organization instead of on our?
You are
You-
going
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
you're going to be elaborating a draft, and then you can at the end say, okay, so this is ready to be published on somewhere else.
Okay, so we can then
Yeah.
publish it. Okay.
Yes, you are the owner of the product, but you decide when the product can be public or open to the public.
All right.
All right.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome. More questions? If not, then we stop here, and we will see everyone online, and we will meet next Tuesday at 10 a.m. And anything you need to clarify, just you can send me an email, and we work from there. Okay. Okay. Let me stop recording.
Yeah. Well, Carlos, I had a question because we
Yes.
still can't get into that place where we're supposed to put our wiki page. So
Yes.
can you go back to that because there's not a place. I've created it, but there's not a
Yes.
place for me to put it.
Yes. I need to fix that. It's my problem.
okay.
It's my problem. I need to fix that, and then yeah.
Did you say there's a way to get the API key for generative AI?
Yes.
You'll send that out to everybody?